Hello and welcome to your daily dose of awesome. We are talking about self-limiting beliefs that will destroy your business. So when you're coming in, tell me who you are, where you're coming in from. I'm going to make sure that we are live. I had to move to my laptop because my phone is not participating today. So apparently we're just going to roll with it. Okay, so I see some of you coming in. Hi, Karen. Dasha, Marilyn, nice you guys are here. I'm excited about today's topic. Marge, awesome. Tell me when you're coming in, where you're coming in from. Maybe what are you up to this week? Hi, Wanda, nice to see you. Excited to see you here. Awesome. So self-limiting beliefs that will destroy your business. Hi, Julie. Hi, Bonnie, Wilfred, Marilyn. Awesome. There's some things that we as entrepreneurs and trying to be entrepreneurs or growing into entrepreneurs that we, hi Elroy, that we, end up sabotaging ourselves, okay? And these self-limiting beliefs that will destroy your business, they are serious. And we're going to talk about them today. So I hope a lot of you have your big girl panties on because, this is just going to basically be a discussion on kind of what I've seen lately with traffic reviews, fast track reviews, really coaching people. And if you hear River, she's home today from school. She has a cough, so she is here. So anyway, so let's just get into this. So I want you to drop me a number 1 if you have ever thought this or said this out loud. In any part of your business, whether you're new or you've been here a while, or, if you're just seeing this for the first time. Awesome, Jan. Yes, I'm going to bring it because, yes, we are going to talk about it today. All right. Will this work for me? Okay. So I want you to drop a 1 if you've ever thought, will this work for me? I know it works for other people, but will it work for me? Okay. Drop me a number 1 if you've ever thought that or said that. How soon will I make my money back? Okay, drop me a number 1 if you have ever thought that or said that out loud in your career of entrepreneur or home business. Julie, I'm sorry that it's really hard this time of year. Warm, cold, or storm, and then it's warm here in Utah. The weather changes every 20 minutes, so it has an effect on some of us to get cold. So I'm sorry that she has a sore throat too. All right, so I only hear a small percentage of people make it in this industry. Okay, drop me a number 1 if you've heard this or if you've ever said this. What are my chances for success? Drop me a number 1 if you've ever said that in your business. Awesome, we're getting a ton of 1s, okay? And I'm guilty. Guilty as charged. I've had these same questions when I was new. In fact, sometimes I still catch myself falling back into old habits. It's the programming that we have in our brains from society, right? And it's hard. It's hard to get those out. It takes some actions that you have to focus on. And when you see me looking over, I'm looking at my notes because you guys know I get off on a tangent, okay? So here's another one. I'm spending so much on my ads, or I'm spending so much on my business, and I'm not making any money. Drop me a high 5 if you've ever thought that in your business, or if you've ever said it. Drop me a 5. Awesome. Yes, Jan, brain pain. We're going to go for brain pain today. That's great. So some of this stuff seems logical, right? Society teaches us to really ask questions, but the questions that society teaches us to ask are about the way society does things, right? And that's why 98% of people get jobs and work and just complain, right? So we are not the 98% of people. We are entrepreneurs, all right? So you're in the world of an entrepreneur and you're going to have to start fixing your programming. And the last live I did, I talked about reading The Slight Edge, and I've been reading it, consistently, really studying it and, taking it into what I'm doing. If you guys haven't read it, I suggest you go and read The Slight Edge, because a lot of what is happening with your entrepreneur journey is from your programming that comes from, you know, wherever you came from, right? I mean, you just have programming from whoever taught you, whoever raised you, you know, your thoughts and your beliefs that cause your actions, okay? So you're gonna wanna read that book, it's really good. But here's what I want you to think about. You'll have to commit to yourself to be successful, all right? Because this is not about Elite Marketing Pro, although you're all here, and if you're new to this Daily Dose of Awesome, and you don't know who I am, I'll get to that in a second. But Elite Marketing Pro is not going to make you successful, okay? It's a tool. You are going to make yourself successful, okay? How many of you agree that you are going to make yourself successful? Okay, drop me a number 2 if you already have those beliefs, and drop me a number 3 if you do not agree, okay? And this is fine. This is the discussion part of this. And while you guys are doing that, for those of you that don't know me or seeing me for the first time, my name is Brandy Shaver, and I'm an Invictus member here inside Elite Marketing Pro. In fact, I started just 2 years ago in February with Elite Marketing Pro, learning and growing and becoming the entrepreneur that I am now. And using the strategies that they've taught me, I have built a multiple 6-figure business, which is pretty incredible. So you're in the right place. If you don't know anything about Elite Marketing Pro, there's going to be a link in this video somewhere that you can click on, or you can get with the person that gave it to you, or you can go to elitemarketingpro.com and check out their 10-day bootcamp, and it will put you on the same path I started on 2 years ago, okay? So let's see, are we getting any 2s? Yay, we're getting some 2s, I love it. Okay, cool. So people that are successful are in 1% or higher. In the 1%, they decided whatever they were have to do to get there is what they were going to do. Okay, so the 1%ers decided that they were going to figure this out. Okay, they were going to become entrepreneurs, and they were going to figure this out. Now, this doesn't take a genius to build this, I promise, because I'm not a genius. I could barely copy and paste. When I found Elite Marketing Pro, I fell into a funnel, which a funnel is just, I clicked on something that said the 5 lies you've been taught about network marketing. And that's where my journey started. I bought a $27 book, and I started with the coaching. Really honestly thought it was a scam. I really did. I was like, they're probably going to take my money, right? And I have to shut down my cart. Guess what? This ended up being the one thing that I was looking for. The one thing that could give me the education to move forward, to build my business as an entrepreneur, and stop having those limiting beliefs that we just talked about, okay? Now, like I said, it doesn't take a genius, although Fernie, the CEO, he is pretty much a genius. Tim is a genius, but I'm not, and I've been able to make this work, okay? So I want you to know it doesn't take a genius. It's definitely meant for the average person. Follow the actions and move forward in your business, okay? Now, all you really need to be successful is damn hard determination and a hard head, okay? When you ask these questions, these limiting questions of yourself, you are putting the responsibility of whatever, right? Whether it's the company that you're in, or like, you know, if you're here in Elite Marketing Pro, if you're building your home business with a network marketing company, if you're using another affiliate company, you know, whatever you're doing, however you're building your business, when you ask yourself these questions, how soon will I make my money back? Is this going to work for me? How many people really succeed? I'm spending so much money building my business, I'm not making any money, right? The reality of that, when you're asking yourself these questions, is you're putting the responsibility on someone else and not yourself, okay? Now, this is where I told you you're gonna have to have your big girl panties on, because in the last couple weeks, I've been coaching and chatting with people about business, about building online, about their network marketing company. And the bottom line is you need to be committed to finish whatever you started, okay? Whether that's here at Elite Marketing Pro, finishing your education here at Elite Marketing Pro and doing what you're taught, or whether that's building your home-based business, okay? So whatever you're building, right? It's the commitment of doing it. Now, I know we live in the microwave society, okay? Because we've talked about this before. We think if we just start a business and 30 days later, we should be making millions of dollars, right? We put it in the microwave and bam, it's like a popcorn bag, right? Our business, we can just put it in the microwave and it just explodes. That is not the reality of business, okay? In any sense of the word, traditional, online, I don't care what you're doing. It is not going to happen in 30 days unless you have put in time somewhere else in your life learning the skill sets, okay? So with these conversations this last week with traffic coaching, fast track coaching, you know, the webinar I did, the check-in webinar I did last week, when people are asking these questions, how many people make money? When will I make my money back? Stop asking these silly questions, okay? You will decide and then you're going to make money, okay? It's not going to matter, all right? Basically, you need, like I said, a hard head to get this done. When I went VIP, okay, after I purchased the $27 offer from Elite Marketing Pro and I went VIP, I did not tell my husband, okay? I totally did not tell him. How many of you are in that, I actually put it on a credit card and I went to work, okay? I committed. I spent every waking minute possible learning, growing, learning some more, and taking action, imperfect action, okay? And that's a whole nother topic that we can talk about on another daily dose of awesome. I sucked, okay? I totally sucked at everything I did. I could barely copy and paste. I didn't know anything about anything online, seriously. Tim laughed at my first blog post, okay? So drop me a number 2 if you've ever felt like I do not have the skills to do this and I'm scared to death to show my mentor what I've been doing, because they're probably going to think that I'm totally nuts and I have no idea what I'm doing, right? I remember Tim laughing, okay? Now Matt Barron, he would look at my traffic and I didn't even know how to look at traffic or what it was, right? Like I was just putting stuff out there and learning as I was going, right? So I took their advice. When I take their advice, I would not complain, okay? I did not complain. I took their advice. I took what they were saying and I would make the changes and I would run it again. I would take action, okay? I went to no excuses because they told me I needed to be there. I went elevation, okay? I put my elevation on 4 different credit cards because my husband and I did not have the money. And I did ask this time. I can hide one, but 4 different ones is another story. I was spending so much money on ads and it was just going out of the door, right? So I know I sucked. I showed up for every training. I asked questions. I watched YouTube videos, okay? If I didn't get what I needed on the trainings or I didn't understand how to take a Facebook Live and download it and upload it to my page or to my YouTube, I'd watch a video on how to do it, okay? Basically, you've got to become resourceful. I tortured pretty much everyone that would listen or ask questions, right, until I could figure this out. The point of this rant is I get it, okay? I totally get where a lot of you are. You're spending more money than you're making. You are, you know, doing traffic. You have no idea what you're doing. You're scared to death of the money that you've spent, right? And you're hoping this is working for you. How many of you this is making sense to you right now? How many of you are in this spot, okay? Give me some likes, some love, okay? Because I get the frustration. I was you. And the skill sets that you have to grow, it's going to hurt your brain. And that's okay, okay? I get it. I totally get you don't have the money. I get it all, okay? But having these self-limiting beliefs, I'm going to give you an example of this, okay? Somebody that came in that I coached about 8 months ago, he came to Elite Marketing Pro. I was his VIP coach, okay? And I will never forget his attitude on the check-in call when we're doing his VIP calls. He was so humble, grateful, and coachable, and he took imperfect action, okay? And he was actually on the Fast Track webinar last night, and I'm going to tell you a little bit about him in a second. But he was new. He had no idea what he was doing, and he didn't assume that he was going to be making, you know, $30,000 30 days later, enrolling in Elite Marketing Pro and putting it on someone else. He took action. He didn't know what he was doing, okay? But what he was doing was, again, he was humble, coachable, and grateful for someone showing him the way or helping him move forward, okay? So anything that we gave him to do, he did it. And his name is Tony, okay? And he didn't complain. He just asked questions, right? He took action. He started thinking like an entrepreneur, okay? So I want you to start thinking like an entrepreneur. Does an entrepreneur complain, okay? Yeah, we complain probably a little bit here and there, but do we complain? Do we just sit in the corner and complain? No, we figure it out. That's what an entrepreneur is, okay? This is not going to be handed to you. Nobody's going to hand you, here you go, here's your business. It's now doing $3 million a year. You're amazing, right? And nobody's going to hand it to you. You are going to have to work for it. Okay, so give me a fist bump if you're ready to work for it. In fact, this is what my husband said the other day. If people saw, and I'm going to get emotional, how hard you work, nobody would do this unless they loved it. Nobody. Which he's right. You got to love what you do, right? You've got to love it. So I want you to fall in love with the mundane or the process, right? The process. This is a process. You don't just enroll in Elite Marketing Pro and next week you are making $1 million a year. It's not how it works. Okay? I hated numbers when I got started. I totally hated them. Now I love them because they tell me if I'm making money or not. All right? And it's a decision. You guys have to decide, okay? I will think like an entrepreneur. You have to decide, I will succeed come hell or high water. I will figure this out. I know where you guys are. Okay. Now I'm an ugly crier, so don't share this one to anybody. Okay, I will be coachable. I will be humble. I will be grateful. I will look at this from an educational point of view. If you're a VIP or you're a fast track member, you are getting a marketing degree. Okay, a marketing degree. VIP is basically an associate's. Okay, if you think about this in college, because my son was just here, so I was thinking about how I could share this with you. VIP is an associate's in marketing. Fast track, 5 years into the fast track is maybe a bachelor's. Okay, maybe. You might need, 3 or 4 more years. You've got to enter, when you think about this and you enter into college, you don't get to make money while you're doing this, right? That's the beauty of what we do here with Elite Marketing Pro is you can actually make money while you're learning. Okay, that's unheard of. That's what entrepreneurs get to do. So, you don't expect to make money in college your first 30 days. You don't expect to make money your first year, your first 2 years, your first 12 years if you're a doctor or a surgeon, 15, okay? You've got to think like an entrepreneur, okay? So that is my rant for today. I hope that gave you guys some value and you really understand what you have your hands on. And I appreciate you guys all being here. Again, grab the link above if you want to know what Elite Marketing Pro is about after that rant. And congratulations, Tony. He has an awesome ad. He's just right on the verge of exploding. And it took him 8 months or more. Okay, 11 months for me to actually make real money in Elite Marketing Pro with my, with affiliate, okay? Now, you guys, it's so worth it. I want to make sure that you understand that. Just get really clear that this is about you. Make a decision and think like a freaking entrepreneur. Okay, have a great day. We'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.